Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Death Road to Canada with Dog and Pony. I'm Dog and Pony and this is Death Road to Canada. Here we are with Alexander and one other. The horror continues, yikes. Oh yeah, we got the hot dog car. I was real excited about that. I tweeted about it. Alright, dog recruitment. There is a dog wandering nearby. It's keeping its distance, but watching the group with guarded interest. It's become rare to see a dog that trusts people. You have 14 food left. So we have one dog and a dog lover. No, our dog lover's gone. I want to recruit this dog. We don't have very much food, but dogs are overpowered. And it's still pretty early on. We are 12 days away from Canada. We have plenty of time to recoup this food such that we can use it as currency to purchase better gear for the end game. I think we want to recruit this dog. They're overpowered. That's my reasoning. If you disagree with it, tell me why I'm wrong. I would love to know because I'd love to be able to play better and actually get to the end game. The group lures Claudius. That's actually the name of my cat. Not my cat, my parents' cat. We got it when I was a kid. Anyway, the group lures Claudius over with food. He knows a good source of meals when he sees it and decides to stick around. Claudius joins the team, onward to Canada. Claudius is a very large cat. He's a dog in this game. If you want to play this game, I forgot to mention. Oh no, we ran out of gas. There are links in the description below. Check them out. It's a lot of fun and I would highly recommend it. We're out of gas, our car has been abandoned, and we are on foot from here. Oh, Rodney could die pretty soon if he gets hurt. Luckily, Rodney didn't get hurt. The group runs into a particularly rough stretch of road. There's nothing life-threatening about it. It's just a long and miserable walk. They get bruised and battered in multiple small accidents. So, I'm guessing that that's a special case where if the amount of damage that this would do would kill them, they just don't get hurt because it says very specifically there's nothing life-threatening about it. So, Rodney was at a point where if his health went down anymore, he would die, therefore he didn't get hurt by the rough terrain. Okay, enough of that. Our morale went down. 2 of us got hurt. Not in great condition. We might actually be... Wow. Rodney went from full health to just 1 dot. That's not good. After a long hike, the group finds a nice clearing and sets up camp. The weather is nice and the group is able to rest peacefully. The group eats a decent meal. Lose food. -6. Okay. Heal up. Alexander rolls up her sleeves and starts tending their wounds. Alexander is really terrible at this. That's not good. We need to heal before our next event. Nice walk. The group continues walking through the countryside. It is very uneventful, but at least there are no zombies or dangers in sight. For the first time in a long time, they are able to drop their guard and walk in some form of peace. Okay, if we get hit up by bandits, we probably are going to have to give in to their demands. Deja vu. This is good. The car kind of alleviates a lot of that trouble. Alexander spots a car parked in the middle of the road. They rushed over to discover a car that looks suspiciously like the car they started their journey in. Alexander takes the keys that she kept from the old car and sticks it into the ignition. It starts. So unfortunately, we've lost our hot dog. At least we had it. It's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Here we go again. Really want to heal up. Bandit watch. It's nearly time to camp, but there has been a lot of signs of bandits today. Someone needs to be awake in case of an attack. Who should stay up? I guess we all have the same amount of health. I don't want to... Okay, I'm going to reason this out a little bit. Claudius is happy. Alexander/Alexandra, don't know how you'd pronounce that, but she's sad. And Rodney is neutral. I'd rather not reduce Claudius to neutral. I want to have one happy person, but I don't want to have someone that's entirely upset. So the neutral one is the best one to decrease, because then I'll still have a positive and 2 negatives, but I won't have a positive, a neutral, and an extreme negative. So I'm going to go with Rodney. Rodney stands guard for the night. He manages to stay awake, but feels pretty bad in the morning. His morale decreases, his loyalty is revealed, and we just finished up our food. So that's pretty much exactly what I was expecting, and it's not bad. It's negative, but it's not as bad as it could be. City outskirts. The group drives into the outskirts of a city. Zombies mill around, but they haven't seemed to notice the car yet. We're going to go to the coffee shop where there will presumably be food. We need food. We are out. All right. So we're going to control Alexander. Claudius is going to come with us without a weapon because he is a dog. And we're going to leave the fishing pole behind, of course. Okay. Here's my... Bring the gun as a secondary weapon. Bring a crowbar to swing around. Leave the fishing pole, leave the chainsaw. The chainsaw will be more useful in sieges. This should be fine for now, and then if we need to get out of a hairy situation, we got the cowboy rifle. This is good. Good. And Claudius is coming in case we need to make a sacrifice. Hopefully we won't need to, but we might. And Rodney is resting because he is tired. This enormous and complex coffee machine was built to survive a few different kinds of end-of-the-world scenarios. This was a big part of this coffee shop's marketing campaign. Truth in advertising, it still works. Alexander gets some coffee. Alexander sprays some coffee into an old cup lying on the lying around and then drinks it up. She feels all coffeeed up. Okay. I don't know what that effect does. That might have made it a good idea to bring Rodney. If he could actually, as a dog, operate the coffee machine, it might have reduced his tired feelings. But I just didn't make that connection at first. And dogs might not even be able to do the coffee making to begin with. So not a huge loss. Not going to lose any sleep over that. We got to loot as much as we can. There was no food there, so we got to go into every house and try to find some. Claudius better keep up. 1 food. Okay, we need to get up to 6 in order to feed us all for the night. Or else we'll start losing morale. We'll start being tired and losing strength probably. Okay, there's a whole bunch more room, so I'm not too nervous yet. Let's take out this zombie. There's no reason not to. And now he won't be able to follow us. Okay. I didn't miss that room to the right. I just didn't go into it yet. Oh. Alright. Food in the nightstand? Food in the nightstand. We're halfway to where we need to be. There's a toilet, maybe some food in it. Just a little bit of gasoline. Doesn't hurt, but doesn't really help either. Alright, and nothing in here. On to the next house, if we can. Alright, come on. Come on, Claudius. Keep it coming. Okay, I'm going to go into one of the open doors first. Don't care about that. I don't think he even saw us. Don't care about this, obviously. Let's run in here. Nothing. Wow. A whole lot of nothing in this house. A medkit. That's good. But we still need to not starve. We need 3 more food. 2 more food to survive the night. Not to survive it, but to have our best chances. There we go. There's a big crowd. We're in the kitchen. We got 1 more food. We need 1 final piece to be in the best shape we can be. Or the minimum shape we want. Okay, there's a heck of a lot of zombies here. Hopefully Claudius can make it out. He's just fine. Let's keep going to all the other houses we can find. There was nothing up in this corner, was there? No. And there's nothing above this, obviously. Oh, wow. No, this extends pretty high up. Unexpected, but welcome. Here's a house. We're going to find 1 more food in here. The odds are in our favor in this case. Some pistol ammo doesn't hurt. Doesn't really help either. What do we got? Nothing? 1 food. Come on. There's still a few rooms to explore. More pistol ammo. I'm going to switch back off to the crowbar to conserve our rifle ammo, which we just got a little bit more of. And once again, and we got our food. We are, of course, going to keep going. We're not in too dangerous of a position right in this moment. I don't know why Claudius just went outside. Keep up with me, Claudius. All right. It's not too late yet. It's not 6 p.m. yet. It's getting close. Gonna head down in this direction around the left side of the screen here. We've already been in that house. There might be 1 more place to go. It's looking like that's not going to be the case. Is there anything down below the vehicle? Oh, there is. Unexpected. But these houses might all be closed off now that I'm seeing them. A lot of debris. This is a big town. They don't usually come this big anymore ever since the update that shrank them down. Maybe an update made it so some can be big again. I'm not sure. Obviously, we can't exit through the darkness. We need to get back to the car. A lot of zombies piling up around it, too. Luckily, we are in. Claudius is in. We got it started, and we are out of here. All right. Not a bad haul. Enough food for the night. Enough like ammo to last a while, and medkits one medkit that'll be pretty helpful. We're all still at the lowest amount of health. We really need to heal up. Oh, there we go. So the next round, if nobody else heals up, Alexandra will be going in alone. Oh, hey, the group runs into some people that are attempting to run a small farm. They offer 8 food in exchange for some help. We could do tilling and planting, hauling and hauling. We could do repair work. We'll see what her mechanical is. It's pretty bad, so I'm not going to risk that. Let's just do tilling and planting. The group helps with the tilling the fields and planting new crops. It's exhausting work and they get very tired. Claudius's fitness is terrible. Claudius's fitness went from terrible to terrible. That's probably a result of him being tired, so it's actually higher than that now. Everybody's fitness went up and we got 8 food. That's going to be real nice. We got 14 now. That's enough for 2 days with a little bit extra. We're all tired though. The group finds an abandoned campground with a fire pit. Rodney even finds an old, somewhat stale, extra large pack of marshmallows. We're going to eat these marshmallows. The group sets up camp and then eats a huge bag of marshmallows instead of eating dinner. There's even some left over, so we got 2 more food. Now we're 2 away from having a 3rd night and we didn't spend any of our existing food. That's a really good result. And I think none of us are tired anymore, so that's good. Let's check that out real quick. Nobody is tired. Perfect. Our fitness is still really low for Claudius. That could be a result of his health or something. Maybe we are still tired and it just doesn't say it. A little confusing. Or that's a result of being a dog. I don't know. Okay. We know a lot about Alexandra at this point, so that's good. Let's see what we got here. Alexandra cuts herself pretty bad while goofing off in the post-apocalypse. She will probably need stitches for her arm. We can ignore it. We can attempt to stitch it up, or we can cauterize it. My guess is that this is based... Oh, don't select it by accident. Cauterizing it is based off of composure, arbitrary guess, and stitching it up is based off of medical. We have a good composure, but bad medical. So, it could be also based off of wits, which we don't know. I'm going to go ahead and try to cauterize it. See what happens. Alexandra imitates something she saw while watching the movie Rambo. She gets a knife really hot and puts it right on the cut to try to cauterize the wound. It was a pretty bad idea. The pain is extreme, though the bleeding stops and there's no loss of strength in her arm. That's good. Alexandra's morale decreases, so her morale is now terrible, but she didn't take any more damage as a result of trying that out. Alright. We're doing bad, but we're not doing super bad. We might run out of gas again soon. Everyone needs to hustle. Alexandra says that someone in the group isn't pulling their weight and demands that they be kicked out. Who should leave the group? That's a tough call. This is because of her abysmal morale. We got to kick out Rodney. Rodney's been with us for a while now, but we only know a few things about him. And his morale is bad, and the one thing we do know about him is bad. So why would we keep him around? He's played his part, but we need to increase the group's net morale here. So Rodney will be leaving. Sorry, Rodney. I hope you do okay. You'll be fine on your own. You're a good guy. Rodney was kicked out from the group due to Alexandra. Alexandra feels pretty smug about this and her morale increases, so we don't have to risk that happening again, at least not right away. The group feels a sense of dread. Something dangerous is coming. The road seems like it's getting steadily more crowded with the undead and they're getting riled up. So this is probably like marking a halfway point in the game. 10 driving days until Canada. Maybe not. Maybe just a point where the difficulty is going to step up. We're going to go ahead and visit this trader camp. We don't have a lot of food to spend, but we might actually just be able to get more food. This man is selling anime and anime accessories. We don't want that. Alright. The group meets a strange and menacing figure. He or she is wearing a mask and a trench coat. I sell axes, just axes. You have 16 food. We're gonna go ahead and leave him be as well. One more person. And then there might be some stuff up above as well. A particularly intense looking woman offers to sell you a spare weapon. I carry only the best stuff. She starts her chainsaw and revs it a few times to emphasize this. You have 16 food left. Once again, we will be leaving. If we could get anything free... This guy is selling food, probably for gas. Heh, hang in there. We'll try. I would trade my fortune for a real roll of toilet paper. What is this Canado you speak of? If this person, like, if we could actually find toilet paper out in the wild and then give it to that person in exchange for a whole bunch of food, that would be a pretty neat thing to have happen. I don't think that's even possible. Gas to snacks conversion. The group sees a man standing near an SUV. Do you have any spare gas? I'm running out. He offers to give you 2 cans of food for every 25 units of gas. This is, as always, incredibly bad for us. The only way I could see us doing that is if I had like 1,000 gasoline and no food. And I was just like, yeah, I don't need anywhere near this amount of gasoline. So we're going to get back on in our car. Nothing here for us, unfortunately. Nothing free on the ground or anything like that. Like there sometimes is. We're going to start up and just get right out of here. Back on the road. Pardon me while I take a sip of my coffee. Always be looting. When driving on the death road, the group decides to make a stop for supplies. We can go to the roadside rescue or the grocery rescue. Now, this will either result in us getting a new person or getting a reward for saving a person, assuming we're successful. I think the grocery rescue is better for us. Actually, okay, roadside rescue, we're going to get a lot of gas. Grocery rescue, we're going to get a lot of food. We need both. What do we need more? Oh, what am I looking at? Here we go. We have 4 days worth of food. We need gas so we don't have to walk. Yeah. Okay, we're going to do the roadside rescue. Try to get some gasoline. The group sees a person fleeing into a rest stop. With the horde pursuing them, this person could still be saved. Also, the gas versus food thing, totally a guess. I said that arbitrarily. I'm probably wrong. It's a massive horde near sunset. That's bad news for us. All right. Can Claudius rest? Yes. Which means Alexandra's going in. She's going in with a chainsaw. No room for argument there. This is a siege and we need it. We can't bring... all we have left is 34 gas. So if we don't get any gas from this, we will be totally out of gasoline. That's bad news. Well, you know, if we use our chainsaw, we did take some damage. Unfortunately, we're gonna run right on into this building, pick up a little bit of food. So that actually we're getting food from this, not gasoline. Could be a little bit bad. This could end poorly. Okay, so I'm gonna lure these guys all up here. Hopefully have enough time. Oh, this is bad. They're not going where I thought they would. Okay. Oh no. Oh goodness. Oh man. Okay. The zombies didn't circle around the way I thought they would, and unfortunately we took some damage. Probably should have tried to get out of there with just my gun, but we failed. Your scavenging team was wiped out. Better get out of here. We are out of here, and we are out of gas. Claudius is alone, low on health, and very nearly out of gasoline. More victims for the death road. With no one left to drive the car, the journey to Canada is at an end. Oh wait, there's still a dog alive. Claudius thinks of one word in his primitive animal mind. Canada. Claudius gets the keys, puts them in the car ignition, and starts it up. Onward to Canada. Okay. Unfortunate, but it happens. We're out of gas. We're gonna lose. Maybe very, very soon. Claudius gets sandwiched by zombie hordes. Well, on a cliffside road without a car, the only way to escape was by jumping and hoping for the best. The fall was painful, but not fatal. Okay. The next time we take damage, it's gonna be fatal. Just camping. Claudius decides to set up camp for the night and try to eat a meal. Claudius eats a decent meal. -2 food. Okay. Claudius rolls up his sleeves and starts tending to his wounds. He tries to help, but lacks enough medical supplies. Really? Oh, we only got 1, I guess. You need 2 to actually do anything. You can only spend one, but you need 2 in order to spend one. It's a little odd, but I guess I understand it as a game mechanic. Reluctant bandits. Without a car, Claudius is a sitting duck for bandits. Claudius is ambushed by awkward bandits that apologize for the robbery. They are likely new at this. They demand 6 food. You know what? A slow, painful death or a quick one? Let's go with refuse and fight. That looks like it's it for us. I thought that maybe because they were so hesitant, we'd have pretty good odds of getting them down. But that is not the case. Claudius knows that every single one of his supplies are essential for his chances of reaching Canada, so he fights. Claudius is killed. Okay. With no one left, the journey to Canada is at an end. Dang it. So that was cut a little bit short, but I just gotta say that is all for now. If you enjoyed this episode, or, thank you for tuning in, and if you enjoyed this episode, please click that like button. If you want to see more in the future, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.